What's going on, boxing fans? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of feedback on that. Why Bird Terence Crawford why Terence Crawford, what I'm saying, loses to Errol Spence Jr. And I made the video because, I want to show how, I think Terence Crawford is an incredible athlete, what I'm saying? But like my favorite fighter who was Roy Jones Jr., what I'm saying, he, what I'm saying, the older he got, the slower he got. And, what I'm saying, nobody could touch Roy. What I'm saying, he could dip in and out, uh, incredible cat-like reflexes. And he had incredible cat-like reflexes. And it broke my heart to see him when he slowed down. He was about Bud age. He was about Bud Terrence age. I mean Terrence Crawford age. And he went into the fight with Tarver. He was about 34. Now I know fighters, they do age at different points in times. Over the years. Every fighter got their own expiration date depending on what kind of wars they've been in and things like that. But from what I've seen, and see, I think a lot of the animosity comes from the Terrence Crawford fans because they think people want Terrence Crawford to lose. And what I'm saying, but really a lot of the animosity is created on the Bud Crawford side. You don't see Spence, what I'm saying, out here calling names. You don't see Derek James. You don't see Derek James out here calling names and getting all ghetto and what I'm saying, being disrespectful, what I'm saying, to Terrence Bud Crawford. Now he did say about his athletic ability is what he relies on, but you don't really hear, the disrespect from the Spence camp like you do from the Terrence Bud Crawford side. And it's very toxic on that side when Bomac came out and called Errol Spence Jr. a drunk and stuff like this. So it kind of set the tone for how his fans, especially with Bernie, the boxer, being out there, and he's just adding fuel to the fire. You know what I'm saying? Isn't he supposed to be a boxer? You know what I'm saying? What's his boxing record? Anyway, you know, so, the reason I think that Terrence Crawford will lose to Errol Spence Jr. is because he should have had this fight, in my opinion, about 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I think he's slowing down. I don't think he has the same reflexes. Um, the triangle theory don't work, y'all. So we all know this. So what we got to do is we got to look at what we're seeing, right? And what we see, and we can't really gauge Terrence Crawford off the Sean Porter fight because his daddy threw in the towel. And in my opinion, this is not to take away from Bud. It's just from what I see. And a lot of people may disagree, but people thinking it's coming from a place where you want to see Bud to lose, but that's not true because if Bud is less of a fighter, then Errol Spence Jr. don't get no credit for beating him, and vice versa. So if Errol is not a great fighter, then Bud don't get no credit for beating him. So that's the logic of it. And so we got to look at their strengths, we got to look at their weaknesses, and we got to be fair. Or you don't have to be fair, really. It depends on who you like. I mean, if you like Bud Crawford, then you think, what I'm saying, he's going to have the athletic ability, he's going to have the speed, and he can make adjustments and he can switch. And you think that's all going to come into play against Errol Spence Jr. That's just what you believe. Nobody's going to get you off that square. If you're an Errol Spence Jr. fan, then you think his strength, his youth, what I'm saying, his ability to box, his ability to his punch resistance, which is I'm big on, is the punch resistance. Because if anybody remember Marvin Hagler, he was a southpaw, he was a switchy too, but he could take punches. What I'm saying, he could walk through punches and what I'm saying, deliver his own blows. What I'm saying, and Sugar Ray Leonard was a great boxer. What I'm saying, he knew to box. Marvin Hagler, what I'm saying, I don't know if Sugar Ray was explosive as Crawford, what I'm saying, but it had similar, what I'm saying, that a boxing ability, but it's kind of hard to gauge. But Errol Spence punch resistance reminds me of Marvin Hagler because in that Ugas fight, he took a hell of a shot. And a lot of people don't really look at this. Ugas hit him on that eye. Ugas hit him on that eye, and he took it. He took the impact of that. I'm not talking about when he hit him on the break. I'm talking about it was. I think it might have been earlier in the fight when he hit Spence on the eye. That was a test on that eye, and he did for a second. You know what I'm saying? He was stunned for a second, but he kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? He kept it moving. What's going on? YB, the boxing activist. What's going on? And that eye was tested. Ugas tested that eye. And if something was wrong with that eye, that would have been the moment because he caught him. He caught him in momentum because Spence tried to do that little dip thing and come up on the other side, and bam, Ugas caught him clean. And I know Ugas, is not known to have a lot of power, but that's something I think happens over, inactivity. You know what I'm saying? Because, Spence was doing that little dip thing, quite a few times, enough for Ugas to read it. He got caught with it a few times in that fight. But I do believe that was because of ring rust. As you fight and as you train, you get those flaws out of your game. You know what I'm saying? And the problem with this era is that these fighters don't fight enough. So the fans are arguing, and you don't get to see enough of their patterns. You don't get to see what they do. I mean, you can look over a period of time, but by that time they've gotten better. By that time they've progressed. By that time they picked up new wrinkles in their game. So you got to watch the old footage, then you got to watch the one fight, then you may get another fight in 6 months. So they're not fighting often enough so you can like really see, what I'm saying, what the true adjustments are. And some of the adjustments are just slight, you know what I'm saying? Like in the clip I showed, you know what I'm saying? Terence Crawford, you know what I'm saying? He made the adjustment to beat Aegis Kavalauskas, right? So, but who is Aegis Kavalauskas? He shouldn't have even been the dude he was facing. You know what I'm saying? Because I forgot who the guy he had a draw with. Well, not a draw, but they say what was his name? Ray something. I forgot his name, but he's supposed to be fighting Crawford, not Aegis Kavalauskas. They just gave him the decision. That's why I call him a B fighter. Now, even though he hit hard and he got a little explosion, he should have never came close to even being in a fight with a fighter like Terence Crawford. So that's why we go to these, and it could be something as simple as Terence Crawford just fighting up to just fighting to the level of his competition. And I know a lot of fighters, Evander Holyfield was good for doing that, fighting to the level of your competition. Um, it could be something as simple as that. But we still got to look at and point out, what I'm saying, how do fighters respond when they get hit? We take all of it into account, and a lot of people think of that as hating. You know what I'm saying? Hit the link if you want to come up and give your point of view. I know it went a little viral, you know what I'm saying? People, what I'm saying, going crazy about that little clip I did. And but facts are facts, you know what I'm saying? So, Terence Crawford is not, or Errol Spence Jr., you know what I'm saying? They're not uh, like Floyd Mayweather, they're not gonna slip a lot of punches. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you engage somebody with some good offense as a fighter and you're trying to take them out, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get hit. You know what I'm saying? But it's how you respond, it's what you get hit with, it's the level of opponent that you're fighting. And that's the problem with Terence Crawford, is that he's been fighting lower competition. You know what I'm saying? And even though, people try to say Aegis Kavalauskas was, what I'm saying, a A-list welterweight, he was not. You know what I'm saying? Hank Lundy was not. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? What's going on, Emmanuel? How you say your name? Lion? Let me see how you say that. What's going on? I'm gonna call you Emmanuel. Okay, yeah, Seven Lion. What's up? So, you know, his competition, that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, I don't think there's a boxing fan who watches boxing who don't think that Terence Crawford is a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, we if you came up watching boxing, you saw all the great fighters fight great fighters. Like, you know, you saw Julian Jackson, you know what I'm saying? You saw him fight the best of the best, right? He was tested every time he was out there. If you saw Nigel Benn, you know what I'm saying? So this is the era, you know what I'm saying, I'm coming from. So it don't matter to me if it's Terence Crawford. It don't matter to me if it's Errol Spence. If you fighting the best, then you get more credit than the person who's not fighting the best. And that's the era I come from. So it's simple as that. So, but a lot of people, they try to twist it up and try to say that you know, Terence Crawford, since he got the accolades, you know what I'm saying, of undisputed, but let's see, he said Bud can't fight on the inside. What's up, Jared Cross? What's going on, man? Jared Cross. So you know, remember when Crawford fought Diaz? That's about as much inside fighting that I seen him do. But Diaz was, you know, he seemed small. You know what I'm saying? You know, Terrence Crawford seemed to be able to get off of small dudes, you know what I'm saying? But you're looking at somebody like 5'9", like Aegis Kavalauskas is a tall welterweight. Um, Look like Jose Benavidez, he's a tall welterweight. Seem like the tall dudes, even Postal, you know, Postal when he was at 140, seem like the tall fighters, you know what I'm saying, give Terrence Crawford, you know what I'm saying, a little extra time to adjust to. And, you know, he's fighting somebody who has a lot more athletic ability in Errol Spence Jr. He's fighting somebody who has more punch resistance and somebody who has work volume. So it's not going to be easy, you know what I'm saying, for Bud Crawford, you know what I'm saying, to make these kind of adjustments because he's not going to have the space to calculate, you know what I'm saying, to pick his spots. He's not that fast, y'all. Not against another youthful. It's at Buzz levels of competition. I know, I agree with that, Emmanuel. I do, you know. And see, that's another thing, you know what I'm saying. If you fight subpar competition, you can't sharpen your skill. You know what I'm saying? You can't sharpen your skill if you fight lesser competition. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Errol Spence Jr. I believe if Bud would have caught Errol Spence Jr. when he was around when he was fighting Kell Brook, then I believe that Bud probably would have beat him. Even when he fought Mikey Garcia, he might have beat him. You know what I'm saying? But he got enough experience. Bud allowed him to get the experience of fighting Kell Brook, Mikey Garcia, then a brawl with Sean Porter, then Danny Garcia. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's why it's so dangerous for Boots, for them to let Boots to get experience. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, you know, he's great, but when he gets in that ring, he get that big stage experience. You know what I'm saying? And he start fighting these top guys. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be hard to beat him when he face him at 154. But getting back to Bud, you know, um, I don't know. I think Bud could beat Thurman. You know, Thurman is so far out the game right now. The last time we saw him, he was at home watching TV, and he looked like he was about 170, 180, or some shit like that. And he just looked like he just wasn't ready for prime time. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't think Bud have fought anybody who's going to prepare him for EJ, an in shape EJ, a rededicated EJ who's dedicated to the game. You know what I'm saying? I think EJ is ready. He knows what he got to do. He hired a, dietitian. You know what I'm saying? And when you start spending your money, you know what I'm saying? What you spend your money on is what it shows. You know what I'm saying? What you truly dedicated to. And I think he's dedicated to beating Terrence Crawford, and that's why he's leveling up. And I don't think I don't think Crawford puts out enough um, work rate. Tell you the truth, I think he depends on knocking out guys. I think he depends on his timing and his speed, you know what I'm saying, to be able to catch these dudes, you know what I'm saying, and he has enough confidence in his athletic ability to get it done. And but you can't do that to everybody. Roy Jones Jr. found that out. You can't make everybody miss. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you know what I'm saying, somebody who's as aggressive, you know what I'm saying, as Errol Spence Jr., you know what I'm saying? And I know what everybody on the Bud side think is he's gonna be able to create the space. So the fight ain't happening. Talk about Errol Spence Jr. selling his zero to Canelo. Oh, he's not he's gonna fight Canelo after he fight, but you know, Errol Spence Jr. is aware of legacy, right? You know, this narrative that Errol Spence Jr. is gonna fight Canelo, you know, that's not gonna happen, y'all. You know, Canelo got a fight with Bivol, you know what I'm saying? He's probably gonna take another easy joint before, and then think about how much time it's gonna take for him to get down to maybe like 160, you know. Okay, let's see. Let's get him up out of here. You know, he already done get his ass up out of here. You know, he come here with that bullshit. Okay. All right, let's get his ass up out of here. So, you know, yeah, it's been said that yeah. And you know, and Canelo, think about it, he's at 75 now. I mean, let's just use a little logic. You know what I'm saying? How much weight he gonna have to cut, you know what I'm saying, to come down probably to meet EJ at 160, right? I mean, shit. That's maybe a year, two down the line, bro. You know, 2, 3 years down the line before Canelo cut that kind of weight, man, to come down to fight EJ. That's not happening, bro. He got too much money he can make, you know, up there. You know, he's got a lot of easy fights. Canelo got a lot of, you know, options. You know, he got a lot of easy pickings, a lot of Europeans up there he can, you know, beat up and make $30 million a pop. So, you know, why try to fight a black fighter that may beat you? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Canelo ain't trying to hear what we talking about. He got his own little thing going on. Canelo won't fight Carlo. Huh. Oh, you talking about the IBO, the guy at 168? You talking about the not a lot of not a lot of Europeans. Canelo won't fight Carlo. Oh, I know who you're talking about. I know you. I did a video on him, that IBO dude. And say, yeah, he is a drug cheat, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, I don't really follow his shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, being a drug cheat, once you pop dirty for PEDs, and you know, and then they allow it, you know, they allowed Oscar Valdez to you know, fight what's his name? Sincal or something like that. They allowed him to fight, and he still, I thought he lost that fight, and you know, nothing happened to him. You know what I'm saying? So it's all rigged when it comes to that Eddie Reynoso's crew. You know what I'm saying? You know, so if you think, you know, Terence Crawford, you know, got a chance, you know what I'm saying, against Errol Spence Jr., just hit the link. Click the link, and let's see what y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I got a lot of comments, you know what I'm saying, on that video, you know what I'm saying, about Terence Crawford. You know, I think Errol Spence Jr. going to come into this fight in top shape. I think he's going to have a game plan. I think Derek James, you know what I'm saying, he said he hasn't looked at Crawford yet to break him down. But I do believe a key for Errol Spence Jr. to beat Terence Crawford is using his jab. You know what I'm saying? He's going to double up, triple up on that jab to close that distance. And I know Terence Crawford is going to somehow try to counter that jab, but EJ jab is, you know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about just the double jab. He's got a pull counter jab. He uses it in different ways. Okay, Emmanuel says Canelo doesn't trust his own skills, are limited in my view. So Reynoso is giving his crew that extra to help them. It's sad. Yeah, yeah, that is true. You know, you know, Canelo has uh limited, you know, limited movement, you know what I'm saying? And he paces himself. And even with pacing himself, he get tired. You know what I'm saying? I remember when he was fighting Mayweather and he was fighting Laura and he was fighting Trout. You know what I'm saying? He would just get exhausted, bro. It'd be like 1 or 2 rounds and he'd be like gassed out. Now all of a sudden, You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, even though he don't even throw a lot of punches, you know what I'm saying? They just give him the rounds. You know, he's the one fighter that can hit you with two or three, four power shots, and they give him the round. You know what I'm saying? So he got that going for him. He got the refs. He get used. Yeah, he used to get. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I think he still get gassed out, but you notice he don't throw as much. You know what I'm saying? He don't throw as much. You know what I'm saying? In that Caleb Plant fight, you know what I'm saying? He had to go for broke. He was behind in that fight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, then all of a sudden he just in a bull rush, you know what I'm saying, went out there and whacked him out. Caleb Plant said Bud's chin questionable. EJ body attack up top is too much pressure for Bud, but Bud can't hurt EJ in the first 4 rounds. It's over. Yeah, yes, man. Yeah, I think he was beating him too. Um, I think Bud, you know what I'm saying, when he gets hit, the key is to keep the pressure on. He's never had a fighter that could take advantage of when he's hurt. You know what I'm saying? Bud is fast. You know what I'm saying? He's in great shape, so he recuperates fast. But with a fighter like Errol Spence Jr., you know what I'm saying? If he gets hurt with Errol Spence Jr., he's out of there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you seen how Aegis Kavalauskas, you know what I'm saying? He was doing the same thing over and over. He didn't have the talent to finish Bud, you know what I'm saying, when he clocked him. You know what I'm saying? Plus, he was even a little scared of the return when he hit Bud. He was a little afraid, you know what I'm saying, to go in there because he looked like he had pissed Bud off. So, you got to have a fighter with some heart. And we know EJ got heart. And, you got to have a fighter with the power. And what's going on, Justin Trouble? What's happening, my brother? So, you got to have a fighter with some power. And, I think Errol Jr. just got all those ingredients. He's a big physical, you know what I'm saying, welterweight with fundamental skills. And he's going to be able to press Bud. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be able to press Bud up out of there. And I think Bud's is at the right age. I think he's at the right time. This is the right time to beat Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying? It probably would have been a more competitive fight, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, because I think Bud, you know what I'm saying, had his legs even more. You look at him in the orthodox position, stance, you know what I'm saying, he's getting tagged by Kell Brook, you know what I'm saying? He's getting tagged by what's his name, Amir Khan, you know what I'm saying? Sean Porter's having success. And the only thing that bailed him out is his timing. So, you know, it's going to be bad for him, man. You know what I'm saying? I believe this matchup, I think it's going to be bad for him, man, because Earl Spence Jr., he's rejuvenated. You know what I'm saying? Did you see him get clocked by Ugas and then come back and dominate that round? I don't even know how they gave around the Ugas, tell you the truth, because it was a break. You know what I'm saying? In the action. And Earl Spence Jr. got hit directly. And he dominated the first part of the round, and then he dominated the last part of the round. Yeah, you said he will. Crawford will retire undefeated. I don't know. We're gonna have to see. Justin Trouble. We're gonna have to see. You know what I'm saying? Hey, anything's possible. I'm not saying that I'm a you know what I'm saying, I can see the future because I wouldn't even want to see this fight if Terence Crawford, you know what I'm saying, didn't have a chance to beat EJ, you know what I'm saying? But I do believe that Terence Crawford have an uphill battle, you know what I'm saying? Just Emmanuel says that EJ has an amazing chin. That's what I'm saying. His punch resistance and Crawford don't really deal with, what I'm saying, fighters with a lot of punch resistance. That's why it would have been interesting if Sean Porter dad didn't throw in the towel because we know that Sean Porter has a chin. You know what I'm saying? And I think we were cheated. They cheated boxing that night. Justin EJ is going to retire, but laugh out loud. So, you know, but this is great. The fans are getting energized. You know what I'm saying? Boxing is fun again. You know what I'm saying? Boxing is getting back to, what I'm saying? Well, we don't know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? We think we know, but let's see if they can make some adjustments. Let's see what kind of adjustments Bud Crawford is going to make. You know what I'm saying? So let me see what it's saying. Gerald Cross says Bud gets hit. He wants his lick back and he gets hurt plenty of times until he's stopped by the eighth round. And that's what I'm saying. Too, Bud gets emotional, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be talking about, Bud is, what I'm saying, he's gonna fight a different fight. He's gonna box Spence. But the first time Spence hit Crawford, the way Crawford is with Spence, he's very competitive with Spence. And when Spence whack him a couple of times, Crawford gonna throw all that game plan out the window and it's gonna be on and popping. Gerald, that's my assessment. EJ wears him down and gets him out of there between rounds 8 and 10. Yeah, I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I think yeah, I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Because, I think they're going to, get into an exchange. I think Bud, and another thing is, Bud has that wrestling background. So you know, he really likes to put that on his sleeve. You know what I'm saying? He wears that on his sleeve to be the strong man, the way he picked up Porter, you know what I'm saying? The way he dogged um, Jeff Jeff Horn, you know what I'm saying? The way he likes to twist people, the way he twists Egas Kavalauskas. So he's got like some kind of Napoleon complex going on, you know what I'm saying, where he wants to be the stronger man. So Black Superman says if Crawford tries to go toe to toe with EJ, he's gonna get folded. That's a great point. You know what I'm saying? I think that's everybody's kind of looking at the same thing. The physicality of Errol Spence Jr., you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be something for him to overcome, man. EJ is gonna bait Bud into a firefight, and once he's in the phone booth, it's a wrap. That body work is gonna be vicious. Bro, did y'all see the body shots he was putting on Ugas, bro? Did y'all see the power and the leverage? I mean, some of them things made me hurt when I was watching it. Man, I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And then he started that left uppercut. You know what I'm saying? I had never seen that before. Um, the way he was throwing it, and then he would throw the lead left hook. You know what I'm saying? And he hit Ugas, and you could see Ugas physically stunned, man. And we saw Aegis Kavalauskas, you know what I'm saying, was able to hit Bud, you know what I'm saying, with a similar shot, but it was down the middle. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to see, will EJ be able to stand up to Bud's best shot, and will Bud be able to stand up to EJ's best shot? And that's what makes this fight so exciting, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So somebody click the link. Tell me what y'all assessment is of the fight. You know what I'm saying? Somebody click the link and tell me what you think. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody, I've been having like 8,000 folks, you know what I'm saying, on my page, you know what I'm saying, going at me about Terence Crawford and him, going to be able to destroy EJ. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Jared Cross says Bud is a dog, but not a South Dallas dog. But Bud's skills will switch hit, his timing, his counters won't save him. Bud fans going to get him ruined. EJ is listening. Yeah, I mean we see the skill. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up, PBC. Eric R. What's going on, Eric R? What's going on? Click the link, bro. Tell me what you think. You know what I'm saying? Get on up here. Don't be shy. You know what I'm saying? This is our channel. You know what I'm saying? Get on up there. Tell me what you think. Click the link. So he said facts, Emmanuel. Spence ring IQ is underrated. He will make Bud he will make Bud fight instead of box, but I think Spence can outbox him too if it comes down to it. So, that's something that Robert Garcia, that's something Robert Garcia was saying. Robert Garcia said, you know, you don't look at his fundamentals, you know what I'm saying, because this is boxing IQ that's dangerous. He was trying to warn Bud Crawford team that you know what I'm saying, there's more to Spence Errol Spence Jr. skill set that meets the eye. You know what I'm saying? So he was talking about how he was able to, break down Mikey Garcia. It wasn't just, saying his physicality, but it was, knowing when to jab. I'm saying? It was knowing, saying how to fight basically. People forget that Errol Spence Jr. was an Olympian, man. He was an Olympian. I'm saying? He had to go through trials. He had to fight some of the best, in the country to make it to the Olympics, you know. So, when you see these guys, I'm saying, they're not just one dimensional. A lot of people call EJ one dimensional. He is not one dimensional. You know what I'm saying? He's a well-rounded fighter. You know what I'm saying? So Eric R said, I would if I could, bro. But okay, y'all talking about something. It says Robert Garcia was amazed at what EJ did to Mikey. Yeah, what I'm saying? Mikey has a high boxing IQ. You see what I'm saying? You know, and he was undefeated at the time. I saw somebody in the comments saying, name one fighter that Errol Spence Jr. fought that was undefeated. And, of course, I typed in, Mikey Garcia. Then, okay, he tried to move the goalposts. But it's true, but he was a four division champion. So, a lot of people don't like Errol Spence Jr. They want to crap on, what I'm saying, the fighters that he beat after he beat them. But you got to admit that everybody he fought is at the top of the division, right? Mikey Garcia, four division champion, right? Let's go through it. Kell Brook. He says, Mikey never been the same. Right. Yeah, he should have known better than to bring his butt up there and stop messing with Spence, but he didn't want to fight Lomachenko. So, he was running away from that smoke, which is kind of a Kell Brook move. That's why Kell Brook went up to 160 to fight Triple G to get away from that Errol Spence Jr. smoke. What's going on, Eric R? Eric R says, the only thing about Bud that concerns me is his accuracy. People keep saying Bud's power, but it's not so much the power, it's the accuracy and the ability to hide them. I like both, but I'm a EJ guy. Yeah, that's true. It's his timing. His timing is and he creates space. If you ever notice when you notice Terence Crawford, he's always stepping back to create space real quick to catch you coming in. So you know. So Eric R says Eric moves like a fighter from the '80s, taking on all challenges, and that's why people love him. You know what I'm saying? That's why fighters love him because he's an old school fighter who's not cherry picking. You know what I'm saying? He's not cherry picking around. You know what I'm saying? He's just going straight to the best. The man was in an accident. You know what I'm saying? He crashed the car. You know what I'm saying? And he messed himself up a little bit and he came back and he recovered and he's still fighting on a world championship level. You know what I'm saying? If that's not impressive, that's a whole Rocky movie. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole black Rocky movie right there. You know what I'm saying? He can make a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? Running through Dallas and putting up statues, getting back in shape, what I'm saying, to fight some, monster like Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? That would be a whole movie, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's Eric R. Exactly. EJ is a throwback fighter. He's obsessed with that body and he stays. Yeah, he get, just like Mike McCallum. You know what I'm saying? Anybody remember the body snatcher, Mike McCallum? You know what I'm saying? Mike McCallum used to go to the body like nobody business, you know what I'm saying? And they used to call him also the professor. You know what I'm saying? But it's very rare to find fighters, you know what I'm saying, that attacks the body like EJ. It say Black Superman said no one is. Let me see. Let me click on that. Says Black Superman said no one is the same after fighting Spence. Hell, who besides Sean Porter wanted to rematch with EJ? This man is out here breaking faces, and he is not flashy, but he will beat you down. Ask Floyd. Oh yeah, man, I was laughing about when EJ, he went on the pivot and he said Floyd called him. He said, you're all right. He said, yeah, you are right for a bitch. And I just thought that was funny. And EJ was like, hey, man, put that shit back on. Let's go. And, they went until somebody dropped. You know what I'm saying? So it says, Gene Gomez said, yes, it's true. Duran, Benitez, Hearns, and Sugar Ray. So this man is out there. But yes, sir. Yes, Mike McCallum was a beast, bro. Um, Mike McCallum, that's Marvin Hagler didn't fight Mike McCallum. Um, Mike McCallum was very bitter about that. It was kind of like, this whole situation with Bud on the outside of Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, and EJ. And Mike McCallum was kind of like in that situation with, Hagler, Hearns, and Sugar Ray. You know, he was kind of like in that kind of, on the outside because he was coming up in weight, and they just kind of ignored him. But he did beat Julian Jackson, who was a monster back then. He did. I think was he the first one to hand Julian Jackson his first loss. I think he was the first one that gave Julian Jackson. If y'all don't know who Julian Jackson is, that dude got like 42 knockouts. You know what I'm saying? I think it was Jamel Charlo that beat his son, John Jackson. I think that was his first belt, as a matter of fact. Y'all go check out that fight. I mean, that fight was awesome, bro. But Julian Jackson, bro, I mean, that dude was a monster, bro. And Mike McCallum beat him. You know what I'm saying? Just beat him with smarts. You know what I'm saying? And he's Jamaican, just like EJ. You know what I'm saying? I think Julian Jackson is from the Virgin Islands. Yeah, the sludge hammer, man. They called him the Hawk. You know what I'm saying? That dude was ridiculously strong, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he had some battles, he had some wars, bro, in the ring. Let's see, he said EJ, okay, so let me click on some of the. So Gerald Cross says, Bud gets hit, gets you hurt. He can finish the average fighter, but EJ is above average. EJ never really pissed off in the ring, but would piss him off by running, trying to pot shot from the outside. That's a good point. It says Julian Jackson was sledgehammer fist. Yes, sir. I mean that y'all you if you get an opportunity, please, if you're a boxing fan who like knockouts, go watch Julian Jackson, bro. But I want you to see the competition he fought. Nothing like what we seeing today. Nothing like we seeing today. Go watch who Julian Jackson, Nigel Benn, and some of these guys had to fight. So that's why, us older guys, we kind of look at it and like, y'all crying over nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? These dudes, they're not going through no tests. That's why I see Terence Crawford competition. It's like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come on. You know what I'm saying? You got to do better than that. So he says Julian Jackson picks Bud to beat Spence. Okay. It's like, okay. So, Julian Jackson always been his own man. He always been real with it. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's the puncher, you know what I'm saying? But most times the boxer do beats the puncher. So we know that in boxing, right? What's going on, Ricky Williams in the building? Ricky, click the link, man. Click the link. Peace to the God in the chat. That's right. What's going on? What's going on, Ricky Williams? Y'all subscribe to Ricky Williams. This dude is the truth, the philosopher, the boxing philosopher. You know what I'm saying? He is, he's one of the best on here on YouTube. Okay, says Ricky R says, my only critique is I wish Coach DJ would have Arrow watch Hagler films. Okay, and some of the body punching fighters from Sugar Ray Robinson's era, he could unlock a whole nother level. So I think Errol Spence Jr. He said he's back watching boxing. I don't know exactly. He says he watch everybody. You know what I'm saying? But he says he's back in love with boxing, and he's watching everybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that means to tell me that he's going to be studying. I don't know how much he can incorporate. You know what I'm saying? At this late in age, at this late time in his career. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard. It's hard to get. You know what I'm saying? These new wrinkles in muscle memory. You know what I'm saying? If you've been doing something over and over. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to pick up things, you know what I'm saying, unless you just, unless you just, just good at catching on. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. It says EJ is excellent at cutting off the ring, so Bud ain't going to be able to use a whole lot of footwork. That's what I think too, Emmanuel. I think that, Errol Spence Jr., he's going to have to be careful, when he step, he's going to have to shuffle. instead of step because Bud times you on that step, and he gets off good counters. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you come towards him, just like Sean Porter was doing EJ. You know what I'm saying, with all that feinting and all that stuff he was doing, he was able to catch EJ. You know what I'm saying? And EJ was able to catch him. You know what I'm saying? Once he got his timing down. Let me see. Eric R says, if you love Wilder KO, go watch. Yep. Yep. If you like Wilder's KO, go watch the Hawk, Julian Jackson. His highlight. What was that guy name? Michael Watson. Was it Michael Watson? I'm thinking he knocked the shit out of him. Michael Watson was beating Julian. He was so super fast, and he just caught. Was it Michael Watson? I gotta go back. I gotta remember. But he caught him with one of the best KOs, man. Oh my God, man. He looked like he was dead when he hit him. Not, he hit him, he knocked him out cold, bro. You know what I'm saying? Most people, Julian hit like Terry Norris. He caught Terry Norris on the ropes, and Terry Norris was beating him with the speed, nice combinations, and looked like Julian Jackson was just too slow, and he just stayed on the ropes just 1 second too many, and Julian Jackson came with that right and just boom, put his lights out. And I'm talking about he was all the way out. So if you like knockouts, and he got like 42 of them, you know what I'm saying? Y'all go check out the Hawk. You know what I'm saying? There's some exciting fights. Exciting. His fight with Glenn McClellan is legendary. Glenn beat him like twice. So Glenn McClellan was no joke. You know what I'm saying? Him, Nigel Benn, that little circle right there, y'all gonna enjoy those fights. If you haven't seen them, you're in for a treat. He knocked Nigel Benn through the ropes. Glenn Cleveland, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna start doing some history film studies if I can get them uploaded. But them things take so much room, you know what I'm saying? And then just kind of like do an open forum on them so everybody can comment on them. I think that'll be fun. So let me see. So Emmanuel says Ricky William Boxing, just subscribe. Oh, right. Thank you, Ricky. Hey, click the link, bro, if you want to come up. And EJ said watching YouTube channels, lurking in the comments. Oh, yeah, he do. Yeah, he do. He say he watch everything. You know what I'm saying? It kept him fueled, you know what I'm saying? The hate, that's why I say EJ is like a Sith Lord, you know what I'm saying? He just take the hate and power up, you know what I'm saying? And it's motivation, you know what I'm saying, in the gym. And you know what I'm saying, I just watched one of his old Olympic trainers said that Errol Spence Jr. always had a high work ethic, you know what I'm saying? And he was always one of them fighters that was willing to put in that extra, you know what I'm saying, to become better. You know what I'm saying? And let me see. Eric R says Jackson literally turned fighters off, separated them from their senses. Oh yeah. Yes, sir. Julian Jackson was one of my favorites. But I think at the time, Roy team would not allow him to fight Julian Jackson. They was too afraid to let Roy. He was a young Roy Jones Jr. just getting in division, and Nigel Benn wanted to fight Roy Jones Jr., but you couldn't touch Roy back then. He would have been too fast, I believe, for Julian Jackson. Okay. So Black Superman said, "Yep, he does. Man, so does Bud. They both reading comments. Laugh out loud. Just gonna get Bud's eye snatch." Oh yeah, shout out to Marlo Boxing, starting up the eye collector thing, man. That had me rolling. Talk about him taking EJ, taking everybody eyes, starting with Kell Brook. You know what I'm saying? He almost got Danny eye, and with Udanis Ugas, he got Udanis Ugas eye. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this whole eye collector thing is coming on about. So Ricky Williams says. It's going to be easier than people think. We're gonna have to see. You know what I'm saying? I think EJ got too much for him too, Rick. I think EJ got too much for him too. But let's every fighter, every legend who can fight got that one fight. You know what I'm saying? Where they can call up something from the past. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying, we're gonna see if Terence Crawford can call up some of that old stuff he used to do, some down at 140. Maybe he can bring it up. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's Gerald Cross says it's Glenn Oh yeah, Gerald McClellan that beat him twice. That's what I said. I said Glenn McClellan. Yeah, Gerald McClellan. And during that fight with Nigel Benn, what I'm saying, he got a head injury that kind of put him out, kind of incapacitate him. Even to this day, he's kind of like, messed up from, them wars in the ring. And a lot of people didn't like him because the dog fight, and he used to fight pit bulls and stuff. And what I'm saying, so he got a lot of flack by that. A lot of people didn't like him. But that was one of Roy Jones' best friends and stuff. And you know what I'm saying? That was one of his best friends. And it would have been interesting to see what would have happened if they would have had to cross paths with each other, or if they even would have fought each other. That would have been a good fight to see. Um, that stuff makes him destroy his competitors. That's right. He used the hate as fuel. Yep. And I'm saying, hopefully he's able to leave it at the door though, because that hate also will destroy you. See, he says Tito Trinidad's my favorite 147. Yeah, Tito was a bad boy. Tito was a bad boy. He used to get knocked down. You know what I'm saying? He used to get knocked down once or twice. You know what I'm saying, in the fight, but he'll come back and get you. You know what I'm saying? He dared to be great too, because he moved up and he fought Bernard Hopkins, and he moved up and he fought Roy Jones Jr. He couldn't do nothing at those weights. Winky Wright. You know what I'm saying? He just wasn't a heavy type caliber fighter. You know what I'm saying? But he couldn't beat those big guys. I thought Oscar De La Hoya beat him too. You know what I'm saying? I thought Oscar De La Hoya outboxed him. So Black Superman said Bomac is going to get Bud hurt. You know what I'm saying? Now, who thinks Bomac is a great trainer? Because I don't think he's a great trainer. You know what I'm saying? I think he just be eating chicken while Bud be working out. You know what I'm saying? I think he'd be eating chicken. You know what I'm saying? I think Bud is just a great athlete. And you know what I'm saying? I don't ever, because he just told Bud in that Sean Porter fight that he was behind. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, where's the instruction? You know what I'm saying? Or maybe, Bud just knows what to do from years of what I'm saying, training. But I just don't see where Bomac is such a great trainer. I think Derek James, EJ got the advantage because of Derek James in his corner. He says Marlo's a trip. He keeps me laughing. Me too. He be tripping on that eye thing. He be on that shit. Let's see. Like Black Fight Fan says, Spence versus Crawford will be like watching your favorite dog getting hit by a truck. Boy, I had to hear that for years and years and years to hear Black Fight Fan. He be saying that, boy. I be tripping. Uh this Black Suman said, okay, all right, God said that. Tito is one of the only fighters I've seen to come alive from touching the canvas. Yep. Yeah, but a lot of times he just be off balance. You know what I'm saying? Because he be throwing so damn hard. You know what I'm saying? So he get hit or he get cracked, he just falls. It'd be like a flash knockdown. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he got cracked. Yeah, I think Bomac sucks too, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think his whole disposition suck. It's just his whole energy is just toxic, bro. You know what I'm saying? When he start coming out with the a drunk ain't shit. That stuff is just, what I'm saying? That stuff. Now I could see if the fighters kind of like was on that level, but for the trainers, they supposed to be, you look at the trainers, they supposed to be above that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because they got the knowledge of fighting, you know what I'm saying? And they train in the fighter. So it's kind of like a sensei type of position of respect. And you look at Bomac, he's all fat and shit. You know what I'm saying? He look like he want a hamburger. You know what I'm saying? Then he's always saying this vulgar shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, damn. You know, it's like, damn. I never see him give real good instruction. But somebody told me in the comments to go look at. I think it was not the Sean Porter fight, was it? I forgot what fight it is. They said they heard Bomac giving some good instructions, but I got to go back and look. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Pryor is my favorite fighter at 140. Yeah, Aaron Pryor. But what was in the black bottle? You know what I'm saying? When he fought Aguayo, what was in the black bottle? You know what I'm saying? Because he was kind of struggling. Then he, took a little sip of that black bottle, came out and put some whip ass on Aguero. Aguero asked him too. He said, did he take anything? And we know Aaron Pryor, even Sugar Ray Leonard, what I'm saying, they was on the outside activities back then. You know what I'm saying? It was the early 80s, late 70s, so you already know what time it is. So May says he never get instruction, Bud's just loyal. Yeah, that's what I thought too. You know what I'm saying? So I just never see him. You know what I'm saying? Every time I see him, look like he chewing on something. You know what I'm saying? I said Bud team all day. Killer Cal boxing in the building. Yes, sir. Says Bomac is childish and disrespectful. That's what I think too, bro. That's what I think too. He appeals to a lot of the lower side of life. You know what I mean? So Killer Cam Boxing says Crawford gets stopped by Spence 100%. You know what I'm saying? We team Spence over here, so it ain't no lie. You know what I'm saying? But I respect Bud. I think Bud, you know what I'm saying, has a 50% chance of winning. You know what I'm saying? He could catch EJ. We don't know if EJ can take um Bud's power. We just don't know. That's the X factor. You know what I'm saying? How patient will you think, let me see, it says, how patient will you think EJ would be if what would be I'm about? Okay, wait a minute. Say, how patient will you think EJ would be? I'm about I'm about with Bud. Like you think let me see, like you think he'd be as eager to hit Bud like he was against Ugas. By being impatient, he left these openings, but I call it impatience. Yeah, yeah. I think that's layoff. You know what I'm saying? I think the layoff. What's up, DJ Black Charm Music? I think the layoff had him just like when he did with Kell Brook. He even said it in the Kell Brook fight because he was on a 9-month layoff on that. He was anxious to get in there and slug it out. You know what I'm saying with Kell Brook. So he caught a lot of punches. You know what I'm saying? A lot of overcommitting in that fight. Um, you know what I'm saying? So when EJs tend to have layoffs and he wants to go in there and, have a good impression, he tends to overcommit on his shot, load up. And he got caught with some good shots by Ugas from lunging and overcommitting until Derrick James, that's what your coach is there for, to settle you down and he told him just to stop throwing his offense and start touching them. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by having Derrick James in your corner. You know what I'm saying? He's just a great coach. He gets you under control and gets you back to, doing what you're supposed to be doing, to the basics. Let's see, that black bottle turned that man into Superman. I know. Yeah, man, he came out of that thing when he drank from that black bottle. They say, no, the black one, get the black bottle. I know everybody heard that on the video. And he drank that goddamn juice, whatever was in that black bottle. He came out there and he put hands and feet on Aguero. I know Aguero like, what the hell? What just happened? You know what I'm saying? What just happened? I was about to beat this dude. It's like all of a sudden, so he got the super juice. You know what I'm saying? So this is raw chitlin juice was in the infamous black bottle. Laugh out loud. No, I'm joking. I know, boy. Hey, something was in there because he came out there blasting, man. Everybody thought that Sugar Ray Leonard was ducking Aaron Pryor back then, and we come to find out that he offered Aaron Pryor $700,000 to fight him, and he turned it down. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that. I thought for years, I thought Sugar Ray Leonard had, ducked Aaron Pryor, but that wasn't so. He offered him $700,000. So let's see. I respect Bud's skill set for sure, but he ain't been tested at all. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I thought Sean Porter would be the one to test him, but Sean Porter, you know what I'm saying, he had 1 foot in and 1 foot out. He didn't see when he trained for EJ, y'all, and this is something I want everybody to hear. Because you seen how he fought Bud. He fought Bud friendly. He didn't even train half the time for Bud. because he was into broadcasting, and he was hosting everything. He was on PBC Live, he was on this, and even Bud said a YouTuber would never beat me. So right then, he wasn't, 100%. When he was fighting Earl Spence Jr., he looked like he was, a soldier, a killer, He was walking slow, and, he was serious, He wasn't doing all these interviews and all that stuff, And, it was just a different version of Sean Porter that Bud faced. But people want him to have the same kind of credit. But you could just see the fight for yourself. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't really punching on the brakes. I mean, when they clenched up, he wasn't trying to hit Bud all in the neck and trying to, do all the extra, to get in his blows. And it was just a whole different energy he had for Bud. And you could see the friendship that they had. So he says, I think I was impatient because of the long layoff. I think he was impatient because of the long layoff, and he wanted to put on a good show. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Black Superman says Derek James is a trainer and a mentor. And yeah, Bomac is more of a yes man. Bomac calling Spence a drunk while himself out there ordering everything on the menu, but gets a Diet Coke to balance it out. Oh, for sure, man. I know, man. And every time you see him go to his gym, he be sitting down in that same place. You just be like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what's going on, man? It's like, what's going on with Bo Mac, bro? And then you saw it. Did y'all see his boxing record? Was anybody aware of his boxing record? You know what I'm saying? I wasn't aware. What was it? 7 wins, 14 losses, and something like 9 KOs or something. Something like 9 KOs. That's a terrible record. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so let me see what he says. He says, let me get that. It said Derek James. Yep. Says Emmanuel says EJ further solidified that his chin is granted. He ate those punches and got stronger as the fight progressed. That's how you know when EJ is in the best shape. You know what I'm saying? When he starts, when he's able to take those punches, and when he's, trying to throw hard shit, and he's he's able to, do his thing, move and feint, and he got all that going on with the jabs, and he's just mixing it up and feeling good, because you saw in that Ugas fight when he started feeling good, probably about around the third round, he just started getting his groove on. And there was a few low blows in there to kind of throw him off. Ugas a smart fighter, man. But EJ was hitting his ass on the hips. You know what I'm saying? Did y'all notice how he was paralyzing Ugas so he couldn't move? He was hitting him in the hips like the Mexicans do from the old days. You know what I'm saying? He was tearing his hips up. I was like, wow, that's like some old school stuff right there. So EJ further solidified that his chin is granted. It's my strength. Okay, well, I read that. And Young Bill Boxing, the boxing activist, says making sense. Yes, sir. So Gerald Cross says, damn, this thing just jumped all over the place. Let's see. When he fought Spence, he was coming in full throttle. Yep. Gerald Cross says, Bud's fans, I like Bud, but he's been in the witness protection program at top rank. They built him up as this killer, but he's up against an assassin a body snatcher eye cracker. Right. So that is true. I mean, I like Bud too, man. Tell you the truth, I just wish he had fought, some Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, and all them guys, just so we could see more of his skill and see how it's translated against people who have a little bit more substance to them. You know what I'm saying? So Manuel says Porter still gave Bud problems. When he fought Spence, he was coming on full throttle. Yes, sir. That's what I mean. But they don't want to admit that. You know what I'm saying? So it's no hate towards Bud. It's just, Bud fans seem to be in an alternate reality, man. You know what I'm saying? They know Bud isn't, everything, they saying, but it's just because of the competition, bro. You know what I'm saying? But they want to put him up there like he's Roy Jones Jr., somebody who's, done something, who's fought legends. You know what I'm saying? Bud haven't fought no legends. That's why he can't be a legend in my book. You know what I'm saying? You got to fight a legend to become a legend. And this is his fight, to reach that legendary status, in my opinion. So, man, it says Black Superman, not a Diet Coke. Yeah, man. It says Errol Spence fight was personal for, yeah. And this is another thing, people, my boxing family, they say Porter, has some kind of personal beef with Errol Spence Jr. about something about going back to the amateur days and I don't know how true this is. I'm just saying what I heard, y'all. So, um, they say that, you know, Porter's, father, Kenny Porter wanted Porter to be like Errol Spence Jr. So, what I'm saying? So that's what I heard, what I'm saying? So, Porter is kind of, pissed with Errol Spence Jr. because he's the son that Kenny Porter wanted to have. And, so I don't know how true that is, but he damn sure was fighting him like it. You know what I'm saying? He damn sure fighting like he was fighting for his life. You know what I'm saying? That's how Porter was fighting EJ. He wasn't fighting Bud like that. You know what I'm saying? You can see in his whole demeanor, what I'm saying, was just totally different when he fought EJ. He fought EJ like a serial killer. Okay, so Porter versus Bud was fixed. Kenny took the bag from Bob. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I ain't got no problems with it. You know what I'm saying? Cause Bob has stopped a lot of fights, bro. He has messed up a lot of careers. So, I ain't got no problems with that. So Emmanuel says his boxing record sucks. EJ bodied that dude with that one. Yeah, let's see. He says, I know Ugas regrets not letting him pick up his mouth, his mouthpiece. Hey, I don't think it would have mattered either way, DJ Black Charm Music. I don't think it would have mattered either way, bro. He said those hip shots. Oh yeah. I was like, cause I be watching these films over and over again. And you know what I'm saying? I was just like, oof. I was just watching them hit Ugas to the hips. You know what I'm saying? A few times the ref came in and he was just killing them hips, man. He was paralyzing them, man. I was like, wow. So EJ slowed him down. I've been telling these dudes that Ugas didn't stand there and trade willingly. Those hip shots paralyzed him. That's right. And even Derrick James said that. So that was something they were working on, you know what I'm saying? Ugas like, damn, he don't even move that much. So you know what I'm saying? He was stepping back, but like you said, he couldn't move, once he got them hip punches, that power Spence was putting in. He'd be leaning into some of them shots too, they be coming from round, some hooks be coming round. You saw how he do them lead hooks. Just a wonderful shot. Let's see, Floyd Senior showed us about those hip punches. Too okay. How did that pop up there? Those punches too slow. Mover down. So okay, Floyd Senior showed us about those hip punches to slow a mover down. I got you. Okay. DJ Black Charm Music. He says EJ chopped him bad in the in the post press. Told him that he took the belt to hell with a rematch. I know. I mean, because hey, you seen the animosity, man. Because he said, "Hey, man, bring that." He said, "I think he was wearing like a green WBC jacket." He said, "Yeah, man, you need to bring that jacket over here. I just took your belt." Oh man, I said, you know what? That's when I knew EJ was kind of slick with the tongue. When he wanted to be. Joe Cross said, "For the record's better than EJ's." Is it for the record better than EJ? Oh, you mean as far as the competition he fought, the PP fought? Let's see. Emmanuel says casual fans get excited by knockouts. They don't understand the sweet science and all that nuances. They're not watching or noticing subtle adjustments that help you win rounds. It's the KO. Yeah, that's true. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't have the patience. We live in a social media society where everybody want a quick, they just want the quick gratitude of whatever. You watch a video, it's no more than what 60 seconds, what I'm saying, or 30 seconds. So, whatever you do, you got to do it in that short. People attention span is like, it's crap nowadays, you know what I'm saying? So, especially if you're watching like TikTok or something like that. Even the videos that we do, it's got to be 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be 8 minutes, 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? People attention span is just, out the window so much. So, they're not going to watch a fight over and over and just to see what happened or to pick out, different things in the fight. So, Black Superman says Sean Porter was holding back against Bud. If he fought him the way he did Spence, that fight would have been stopped. They were friends, and Porter had to get to his podcast. I know I said the same thing, Black Superman. I said the same thing. I was so disappointed with Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, man, this is an opportunity to shine right here. So Black, so DJ Black Charm Music says Porter got the best record out of all of them because his father is good at getting him big fights. All the rest have begged or demand mandatory positions. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But one thing about Kenny Porter, he's gonna be all up in the videos like P. Diddy. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be all up in the videos. Emmanuel says that's why they're excited about Bud, but he's been knocking out subpar competition and wash dudes. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like Kell Brook, man, they keep trying to build these dudes up. You know what I'm saying, by tearing down Errol Spence Jr. opponents because Bud had to fight him later. But like I said in my video, what I'm saying, if you crack an egg, what I'm saying, not all the way, and you put it back in the carton, what I'm saying, you put it in the refrigerator, next time you bring it out, it's gonna be easier to break that egg because it's already got a crack in it. It's just as simple as that. What I'm saying? They already broken. And plus when EJ fought Sean Porter and he fought Kell Brook, they were champions, so they had something to lose. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have nothing to lose when Bud fought them. You see what I'm saying? People just they don't just look at simple logic. Okay, so EJ hurt Porter's feelings. Yeah, EJ was kind of being a bully and dogging him. You know what I'm saying? Saying things like he can't sell out a backyard barbecue dinner. I thought that was funny as hell. And so Eric R said, I love the fact that Eric and Bud never fought a fighter like each other. Yep. And the closest Eric could have fought the Bud was Lamont, but he fought the wrong fight, and Porter's pressure would have helped Bud. Yep. Yep. I agree with that. Lamont had turned old. Man, Lamont was a hell of a fighter, man. Lamont Peterson. Um, I thought he beat Danny Garcia. You know what I'm saying? I thought he beat Danny Garcia, and I heard he put a hurting. He was another one that put a hurting on Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? In sparring. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could look that up. I heard he was another one that gave Mayweather hell in the ring. So, he was a beast, you know what I'm saying, when he was, what I'm saying, in his prime. And another one who gave Mayweather hell was Manuel Augustus, the drunken master. Till this day, Mayweather said that was his hardest fight, bro. They say the drunken master, he was, I've seen that fight quite a few times, you know what I'm saying? They say, I love the fact that, okay, I read that, and he fought Bud, Lamont Peterson. Okay, I got that. What's going on, Brown Gorilla Pimpin'? If you want to be a star, come to Death Row. Y'all ain't got no love with Snoop Dogg. Y'all ain't got no love with Snoop Dogg. Yeah. Oh man, that shit was crazy, y'all. I don't know if y'all was around back then, but whew, man, that was crazy. That was some crazy times, y'all. Uh, and it says Lamont had a good career. I love him and his brother. Yeah, and they came from being homeless children. Yeah, I think EJ, had a story about them guys. That's what's interesting is how they grew up around each other, and they all know each other from the amateurs and the Charlo twins. They grew up under Vernon Forrest, and then you find out that Andre Ward brought them boots for training, and you find out, they were sponsored by different champions. Um, Vernon Forrest, helped Jamel and Jamal in the gym, show them things. And, Andre Ward brought them shoes and gear and stuff like that. These are stories that you don't hear from behind the scenes with these fighters, but they all know each other. You know what I'm saying? They all are aware, what I'm saying, each other. Either they fought each other's in the nationals, or they came across each other somewhere, some way. And you know, it's just interesting how it all interconnect and they end up facing each other years later. You know what I'm saying? So Lamont Peterson was instrumental in helping a lot of these guys develop, and he was inspiration. You know what I'm saying? More than the casuals. No, the casuals don't know this at all. You know what I'm saying? But Peterson, a lot of these fighters looked up to Peterson. EJ looked up to Peterson. Porter looked up to Peterson. You know what I'm saying? That's why Porter was training with Peterson. He was a mentor for a lot of these fighters. And, shit, Peterson was a beast. You know what I'm saying? He could do it all. So, it was a shame that, EJ took it. Did anybody notice EJ took it easy on Peterson? You know what I'm saying? He stopped hitting him hard. You know what I'm saying? Once he had the fight in the bag, he stopped hitting Peterson too hard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, thank you, bro. Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you. He stopped hitting Lamont Peterson, you know what I'm saying? Because he loved him, man. Because the dude showed him, you know what I'm saying, a lot of attention, you know what I'm saying, when he was coming in. He showed him some things. And just like Roy Jones Jr. did Mike McCallum. You know what I'm saying? He gave Mike McCallum a fight just to get him paid. So that's the kind of stuff I like to see. You know what I'm saying? Brothers staying on code. Roy went in there. He wasn't even trying to. He hit him hard a few times, but you could see where what I'm saying, he was just he just got Mike McCallum paid. You know what I'm saying, so he could get a bag. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was cool of Roy. I don't know what he's on now. He's tripping right now though. Talking about these old heads be tripping on these young fighters. Let me see. Gerald Cross says EJ eased up on Mikey Garcia too. Yeah, I think so too. I think he's seen that Mikey had enough. He had them beat the stuffing out of him. He was beating Mikey like you beat on a teddy bear in your room or something. That's how Mikey looked, like he was kind of plush. You know what I'm saying? He was beating the stuffing out of Mike. And all he was doing was just trying to block. Yeah, it's a Eric R said, yes, I did notice that he took the foot off the cat. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he really went to hurt Lamont, you know what I'm saying? Ricardo Johnson, what's happening, man? Welcome to Pool Kind of Boxing. He says, after Spence kicks Crawford ass, he's going to see Canelo. Yeah, I don't think Canelo's gonna come back down, y'all. I don't think it's not necessary. If you're making 40,000, 35,000, 40,000 a fight, you know what I'm saying? He's not gonna cut back down for them boys. They might, I mean, he'll just tease them and entertain them, but he's making way too much money fighting dudes he could beat. This don't make no sense. They're prize fighters, y'all. Remember that. That's what they're in it for. Let's see. So Eric R says many would have looked the same as Mikey versus Errol. Manny would have looked the same as Mikey versus Errol. I think it would have been worse because I think 40-year old shit would have showed up. You can be active, but when Errol pressing you and you got to use your legs to get away going backwards, that makes you even more tired. And then the pressure that Errol puts on, he probably would have stopped Manny. You know what I'm saying? He probably would have stopped Manny. Um, I think he just wanted to punish Mike. You know what I'm saying? I think he just wanted to punish him. Um, Gerald Cross says, after Crawford, it's Boots and Thurman. That would have to be at 154. Right now, 154, you know, I thought what's his name was going to be taking over up there. Wow, why can't I remember that boy? Just got beat by Fedora, Lubin. So Lubin, now he's out the equation because I was trying to think in my head, who would Errol Spence Jr. start off fighting up there? You know what I'm saying? If Jamal Charlo, if he if he abandons the belt. So it'll probably be like Brian Castano. And a lot of people don't know this, but Brian Castano beat Errol Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying, in the amateurs. You know what I'm saying? He beat a lot of people in the amateurs. Dervian Chinko, he fought. That dude can fight, man. He beat a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? You can see why, because you see the trouble he gave Jamel Charlo and stuff. So don't y'all excuse me. I'm like the nutty professor up here. Emmanuel, let me see, says I'm over 50 and I have 2 hours past my bedtime. He didn't tag. He didn't stop tagging Peterson, not beating the stuffing out of Mikey. He didn't want to punish him. Peace King. All right, my brother. All right, my brother. All right, take it easy. This is Ricardo Johnson says, yeah, he's not gonna drain himself. Yeah. I don't think Canelo coming back down, y'all. He ain't fighting no more brothers. That's it. It's a wrap. And man, he says, sorry for the typos. It's bedtime. Oh, I feel you, bro. Hey, y'all drop back on in now. Make sure y'all subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so Eric, I said you remember that face off Errol versus Mikey? That was classic. Mikey had that damn black hat. Let's see, that was classic. EJ said he does everything better than Mikey. I know. EJ staying at 147, two more fights. No, I don't. You think so? I don't see that, bro. You think so? I don't see that, man. Two more fights. If he gonna stay down there, two more fights, he might as well fight Boots. You know what I'm saying? And he's not gonna fight Keith Thurman. Who would he fight? Boots. Yeah, I think he want to fight Boots at 154. Uh, Thurman. I don't think he want to fight Thurman. I don't know. He's like really made it plain that he don't want to fight Keith Thurman. I'm saying that dude, he really dislikes Keith Thurman for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised. I thought I was gonna get more smoke than this here tonight. Because I mean, y'all seen the video, y'all see all the comments. So I thought it was gonna be more smoke here tonight. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted y'all to know, pull counter boxing. I don't back down from no smoke. You know what I'm saying? I've been here for 40 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm over 52, man. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all little jitterbugs, don't scare me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all little Crawford jitterbugs. You know what I'm saying? If you got something to say, click the link. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what's up. You know what I'm saying? What you got to say, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna take it on the bed too. I just wanted to see if I could. Okay, all right, there, Eric. Come on. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, my man?
What's happening? What's happening? You see me starting to pop crap up here.
I see I got off, so I figured I'd check in.
Oh yeah, yes sir. So what's been going on with you, man? You know what I'm saying? What's been going on with you?
Not much, man. Just working, man. I'm excited about this fight, Earl versus Bud.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? I don't know. It'll be tough to call. I like the fact that they haven't fought anybody like each other because I think
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna make it all that much better. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So are you gonna watch this Canelo Bivol fight too?
Nah, but I'm gonna put money on Bivol though.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like sitting here like I can't stand Canelo, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because of what he's doing. So I'm not even gonna make a video of it, but I know somehow, some way I'm gonna watch the fight. I know it's
Right.
gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen, man. They know they got the hardcore fans. And
Mhm.
I know I'm gonna watch the fight. I know I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna be right there just in case something historical happens, in case Bill will whip his ass or something. I'm gonna be right
Right.
there. But
I see it. I see it kind of playing out like the similar to the Kovalev fight, man. But
hmm
I'm hoping that that Bill was motivated to show out and upset the apple cart.
and see that's what we don't know. You know what I'm saying? How much is he getting paid? You know what I'm saying? For an extra $5 million, people willing to make a dive in boxing.
Yeah.
Especially if it's your only loss. you know. And people are selling these O's, and that's why people are trying to hold on to these O's. That's why Jamal moving the way he's moving, hoping for a Canelo fight, because he brings so much money. He command so much money, and
Right.
it's just it's just a shame that these networks have gotten involved, and now they're kind of messing up, traditional boxing. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So, I'll, go ahead. What you say?
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, absolutely. It's disheartening, man, because we're used to watching guys, you know, fight for less and give everything that they got when they go out there in the ring. And it's like, if these guys ain't motivated for legacy, and they showing you that only money motivates them, then it's easy to see guys taking less and taking dives and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
like it's
because
bad enough we gotta wait all this time just to see the fight happen, and then when the fight happens, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, this dude is literally a 147 fighter moving up. Like, you should take it. You should take exception to that being a natural 75 and say ain't no way. You know what I mean?
right, right. So what do you think about Errol Spence Jr.? So they made an offer to Canelo Alvarez. Saying for that fight. Who would you have if they met at 160?
If they did fight now, I think Canelo would beat Earl, and I'm a fan of Earl, but
Hmm.
I don't see him being able to deal with Canelo's his
Size.
his size and his unnatural enhancements. I think that's too much to overcome without being acclimated to that weight. I know they
Yeah,
say he fights bigger fighters when he spars and stuff like that, but on a big stage it's completely different going in there like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
You
I
know.
feel you. I feel what you're saying. Yeah, it's something to be acclimated to a weight. Like, you don't want to be like Tommy Hearns went in against Marvin Hagler. He just went straight to him. You see what
Right.
I'm saying? And you see what happened to him. He was able to stun Hagler, but he wasn't acclimated to the weight. So,
Exactly.
even though he had natural power, Hagler shook that shit out. Like, what the hell? You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And it was on and popping. Then once he got used to his punching power, he couldn't do nothing with him. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And that I could see that happening with Canelo. He's got that big neck. He's got that bulldog neck, and
Right.
you know what I'm saying. Spence would be able to put some stuff on him, but after a while he'll get acclimated to that little punching power of Errol Spence Jr. and then start clubbing him like he did Caleb Plant just on sheer size. Just bamming him down. You know what I'm saying? And Errol Spence Jr. ain't gonna run from no fight. So it'll be a dog fight long as it lasts. You know. Appreciate that, man, for coming up. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of was refreshing. Keep me from gum beating all the time. But I thought it was gonna be more smoke. This has been great. You know what I'm saying? Everybody coming through. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do more live streams. You know what I'm saying? Coming in the future. You know what I'm saying? He says Spence at Caleb. Who is this? What's going on, Kenneth Richardson? How you doing, sir? He says Spence at Caleb. Spence at Caleb. So what you mean Canelo? You know what I'm saying? Spence at Canelo. But that fight ain't gonna happen for a while, bro. Yeah, I got what you're saying. Oh, you can come back on if you want to. Um yeah, that fight, Caleb is overrated. Yeah, what I'm saying, if Caleb Plant had some power, what I'm saying, it would have been more interesting. And plus, the problem with Canelo fights is you don't know how much of it is people taking a dive for the money, or how much, because they don't seem to come to fight when they fight Canelo. You know what I'm saying? You can see how they fight in previous fights. Then when they fight Canelo, it's like, it's like a little dance. It's like a kung fu movie, you know what I'm saying, where it's all coordinated. You know what I'm saying? So that's okay, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can come back on if you want. The link is up there. So, that's the problem with a Canelo fight. You don't know what's going on. Spence can handle Canelo. Oh no, I don't think so, man. I think he's just too big, bro. You know, I mean, it ain't no way, it ain't nobody in boxing that can come up and come down 2, 3 weight classes without some PED help. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you cross that 30 threshold, you can't just keep jumping up and down in weight, not that much. You know what I'm saying? And keep everything that you got going on. Okay, it says Bond R33S3. He says Spence washes plant due to his body can't take abuse, and yeah, Canelo fights are definitely playing. Oh man, I feel the same way. That's why I don't really do a lot of content on Canelo. When I first started up, I used to do a lot of Canelo, but what I found out I was doing a lot of ranting and shit. So I was doing a lot of ranting and raving about Canelo and the system, and I started sounding like some kind of political activist or something. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, I had to cut it out. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, that's just, Canelo is just going to be able to do what he want to do. So if Spence went to 160, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how his power play out. But there's not a lot of competition up there, and everybody like Triple G. You know what I'm saying? He's like some kind of geriatric, old relic that they allow just to hold on to a belt. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't really. Yeah, I just don't know how they allow him to hold on to these belts and do what he want to do. And I know he got the network money and the politics and all that, but how does he get another? How does he get 3 Canelo fights? You know what I'm saying? And Jamal can't get one. You know what I'm saying? David Benavidez can't get one, but Triple G gets three. You know what I'm saying? That tells you there's something wrong. It's something wrong right there. Triple G get 3 fights. You know what I'm saying? But that's because he's old, and that's because what I'm saying, he depreciates over the years, so he's less of a threat, but he still carries some credibility. Because of his name and what I'm saying, the folklore behind his power. Shit, Triple G had to pull that motherfucker out against what was his name? Ray I forgot that dude named Rayetta or something. He had to pull it out. You know what I'm saying? The dude he kinda like he faded at the end, but we thought Triple G was on his way out on that one. You know what I'm saying? But the old dude pulled it out. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Boxing ain't gonna change, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna put certain people, certain protections around the fighters that they want. Ring Magazine shows you that they want in a way. They said it's because they know Triple G can't beat yeah, and he's about to retire after yeah. But they what? How much they give Triple G? 45,000. Bond R33S3. I think they gave him like $45 million, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That is crazy money, man. You know what I'm saying? To do what he's did, and I thought he lost that fight to Derevyanchenko, y'all. And Derevyanchenko, I would rather see Derevyanchenko in the position that Triple G is in. So Triple G is not going to make it past six six what rounds with Canelo? Yeah, 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 yeah. I agree with that. Yeah, he's past it, bro. And Canelo knows it, what I'm saying, but he knows he's not going to get as much credit for being an old Triple G. That's why he don't really want to mess with him. But it's an easy 30 million for Canelo. Yeah, ridiculous money. Yeah, it's an easy $30 million for him. So he's willing to get into the ring. You know what I'm saying, make another $30 million. You know what I'm saying? To beat old Triple G. And Triple G, he wanna make his money on his way out. So make his little nest egg, what I'm saying, as he step out from boxing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm surprised, what I'm saying, that where's the Bud Crawford fans? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what I'm saying, where they at? Where they at? You know what I'm saying? I was like, geez, I thought we was gonna get way more smoke than this here. I guess they see the cavalry up in here. They're like, hell no. Triple G gotta move up to not gonna end well. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, it really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Triple G, he's faded. I mean, he got some skill. You know what I'm saying? He got a little bit of toughness, but not enough to deal with a prime Canelo. Like you said, he'll be out of there in 6th round if he don't get knocked out in the first round, second round. Even though Triple G do have a chin now. I'm saying he do have a chin. Now, the dude. That's one thing I can say about it. He is tough. So Triple G got to move up. Okay, well, yeah, I read that, and you know what I'm saying. But hey, what I'm saying, this is full kind of boxing. You know what I'm saying. I got to get up and pick up a dang load tomorrow, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to come on and, get familiar with, everybody. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to, kind of see how I do things. And, hopefully, more of you guys will come up, what I'm saying, give your opinions, what I'm saying, on the panel. What I'm saying? And we'll talk more boxing, what I'm saying. I'm gonna try to, come on the weekends, what I'm saying, and maybe sometimes through the week, what I'm saying, I'll get a schedule going with us guys and what I'm saying, we'll talk more about these fights. What I'm saying. I appreciate all of you, man, for coming through. I appreciate y'all watching my videos, what I'm saying, making this thing pop. You know what I'm saying? And hey, support the channel, what I'm saying? Pull kind of boxing Cash App right there, you know what I'm saying? And I gotta, I just don't have any time, y'all, to work on my art and stuff and get the comic book going. And what I'm saying? It's just been crazy. But I really appreciate everybody coming through this. I don't know about Errol and Bud at 154, but that's a big jump than you think. Oh yeah. He said, you're an owner? Yes, sir. No doubt. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. And yep, I be working like goddamn 80 hours a damn week. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's why I don't be having no time to do the live streams. Cause by the time I get done driving, you know what I'm saying, it'd be like, be night. Sometimes be 3 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, so I don't get to, be able to do live streams like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Cause I get off at different times, but I drive about 10 hours a day. Yeah, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I drive about 10 hours a day, but I be watching everything, you know what I'm saying, that's out there. But yeah, I gotta pick up a load early tomorrow. So, you know what I'm saying? I'll see you guys, let me see, probably what, Friday? You know what I'm saying? But I'll put a post out and let y'all know. And hopefully everybody come back through. And I just wanted to see if I was gonna get some smoke from, the video of Bud Crawford and you know what I'm saying? It wasn't as bad. I thought it was gonna be, a lot of dudes coming in here with the hairy carry type, attitude, you know what I'm saying? I thought we was gonna be battling up in here. So, everybody tune in, you know what I'm saying, when you see the live stream, leave your notifications, on and click the like button for your boy. And what I'm saying, I see you guys. I'm out till the next one. But remember what I say. Oh yes, yes, no doubt. Yes, OTR, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everywhere. Landstar. So you know what I'm saying? Oh, he kind of threw me off. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember what I say, y'all. Law don't go right here, law dog. You're savvy. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you guys.